Hey everyone, hope you're going well. I've been mucking around with a few different things, like removing Sentinel's Eyes, which I didn't really like, um, and removing Spider Umbra, which I also didn't like. So now I've shifted across, I've removed Cartouche from the deck, I've gone up to 4 Griff Spoons, keeping 2-2 split between Sentinel's Eyes and Spider Umbra, and then you've got your standard 4 of your cores, so your Rancor, your Hyena, your Ethereal, Daybreak, and of course your 3 creatures. Land base has sort of stayed the same. I've been playing with 2 planes, and I like 2 planes, and 1 forest, and I'm going to continue with that, so just using the 5 fetch lands there. Sideboard wise, I've really decided to go a bit harder and just tune it into what I think is sort of optimal. Got a few different deck variants coming up at the moment. There was one of the major ones is Bant Control, which is sort of popping up, and that's sort of similar to Bant Control when Oko was there in the day, before Oko was banned, but now they've replaced Oko with Uro, so it's sort of the same sort of deck. So just gone a little harder here on just a concise sideboard plan, and I'm going to see how that sort of goes. We have had sort of a metagame develop a little bit, with top decks being along the lines of, as I said before, Bant Control. You still got your Stoneblade variants, you've got your Death Shadow variants, you've got Tron, you've got Eldrazi Tron, and then you've got basically Stoneblade, and those are the main decks. And Mono Red Prowess as well, main decks you'll come across. So as I said, just honing in the sideboard, a little more focused now, rather than just a little all over the place like we were before. And hopefully the deck's good. Deck gets us there. The reason why I didn't like not having Sentinel's Eyes in the deck is I like the recursion factor. I think it's really important against decks that wipe our board, being able to rebuild. I wanna focus a bit more. Alright, so we don't have Totem Armor, we do have a reoccurring Aura, we do have a Leyline. I've actually seen Storm pop up a bit more as well. We are on the play. I'm gonna mulligan this. Maybe if I had Totem Armor, I'd consider keeping it. Alright, we'll keep this one. And we'll bottom probably Griff Spoons here. This is sort of hard. Maybe Daybreak's the right call. Opponent's also mulliganed. No, it's got to be Griff Spoon here. Just hope we're not versing Death Shadow and don't get punished for that line. We are now running 4 Griff Spoon in the main, so at the very least we're at a high chance to draw it. Or higher chance to draw it. So opponent also kept a 6. Jund, Rock. Could just be Rock. Jund doesn't normally play Blooming Marsh. Alright. Ethereal Armor down. We draw a Rancor, so I'm going to lead on Spider Umbra here. So our hand's looking a little weaker. Now that we're just going to have like a 4-2 Trampler, no instance of First Strike. So it looks like Abzan. It's got the Tarmogoyf out. Alright, that was bad. I probably should have played the Boggle there and not attacked, but now that I've committed to this line, I'm just going to attack through. get the trade, and we're probably going to die to a Liliana here. Hopefully we draw land and then we can reset with Boggle Rancor. Alright, okay, it's Stoneblade. Abzan with Stoneblade combo. Gotcha. That's less bad than Liliana, obviously. Ghost Quarter. Don't do it, opponent. Don't do it. If he Ghost Quarters us here, we have to get Forest, which is awful for Daybreak. Yeah. Alright, unfortunately we don't have a choice there. And we drew another Daybreak Coronet. Yeah, this is, it's not going too well. Alright, trading with Stoneforge Mystic's pretty huge though. Means he doesn't get out his sword this turn. Now we're just trying to dodge discard. Okay, Bitter Blossom's fine. Okay, he's got another fucking discard spell. Opponent's just got... We've not played particularly well, but opponent's got it all. Just punishing us in every respect. Now we're going to get beat up by some fairy tokens. Yeah. Well, we played bad and got punished this game. We can play better next game. Just sort of try and find out more of what our opponent's about. We're just drawing all our Daybreaks with no white sources. Feels good. I think he equipped that to the wrong fairy token then. Man, we're like so freaking dead. Opponent's so low on life as well. It's such a shame that this feast is speeding up his clock by 2 damage a turn, and Siege Rider as well. Okay. See what we draw. Is that a turn too late? We take 4, 7, 8, 9 damage next turn. There's no way we're coming back from this. Given his deck layout, I think Suppression Field's probably going to be a bit better than what Rest in Peace will be here, like what we would bring in against Jund. I'm not in love with Griffspoon here because of all his tokens. And then maybe just minus a core. We got the tools to beat him up in games 2 and 3. Bit of a shame. If we kept Griffspoon, we would have had our opponent long dead. But also if we played better, we wouldn't have been punished so hard. No, I think I've been playing a bit loose recently. Just, yeah, not thinking things through as well as I have been. I don't think it's worth bringing in the Force against Stoneblade for the package. We're sort of like an attrition deck, right? When we're versing Abzan, so if they've just got the Stoneblade, we just let them have it. Opponent's taking a while to make a mulligan decision. You'd think it's sort of straightforward, but maybe it's not. Alright. Cool. We are on the go. Yeah, we'll keep this. This is looking really solid. This is like an excellent hand here. So we'll shut off their interaction with Leyline. And then hopefully shut off them fetching lands with our suppression field. Opponent's got the fairy art on his splash, so that's a bit of a represent. Nice artwork. Represent his pet card Bitter Blossom. I'm sure it's a bit of a pet card. I wonder if he's running the Dark Confidants as well, or is Bitter Blossom just in the Dark Confidant slot? Honestly, Bitter Blossom's not a bad call in a metagame. In a metagame where you've got a whole bunch of like Uros and Croxes running around, like I think that's a really solid call from our opponent. So we might just have land screwed them here with suppression field, them being 3 colors. If not, we're just going to protect them from destroying our stuff at the very least. Alright, he does have Dark Confidant. Yikes. Okay, we've got like that Ethereal Arm is a great draw because we get a buff from our leyline and a suppression field now. Very aggressive from that draw. He's drawn Batterskull, so he's taken 5. That's a massive nombo. I think maybe Bob's a bit greedy if you're running Stoneforge with Batterskull, but then again, there's only 1 Batterskull that we can hit off of it. He can't fetch to do what he wanted to do, so his best play is like a Tarmogoyf here, I'm sure. Or is he just fetching it, paying the 2 mana? Wow. Alright, he's just dead because we just go over the top. Yeah, alright, we get there. Suppression field, very good. Very good card. Feel a bit better bringing in Suppression Field than Rest in Peace because we don't have our Griffspoons and Sentinel's Eyes locked out of our graveyard. I mean, they cost 2 more, but it's better than them just being locked, right? Okay. I think we mulligan. Definitely mulligan. Opponent has also mulliganed. Come on, Leyline hand. No. Alright, we'll keep this. Bottom core. Bottom Daybreak. Bottom other Daybreak. Draw auras. Bottom land. This is not a very good hand, but realistically we can't go down to 3, right? Alright, that was a good draw. Hopefully my opponent's just holding a grip full of discard. That would be really nice. Alright, Griffspoon's a good draw. Get our attack in. The fact he plays Tarmogoyf means he's not blowing up our leyline, means we're not getting Liliana'd. There's a Ghost Quarter, which is kind of annoying, but it's not the end of the world, obviously. Just shuts off us off green there. Thoughtseize himself, discard to buff his Tarmogoyf. He's got Field of Ruin and Temple Garden in hand, sure. The fact he did Thoughtseize instead of Inquisition then? No, he did Inquisition, discard Thoughtseize, gotcha. So I still think we want to play around him potentially drawing an Assassin's Trophy or an Abrupt Decay. So just do this. Attack over the top, resolve Daybreak next turn. Leyline's a very good card against against Abzan. I don't know why he's not going for Field of Ruin there if he's doing nothing else with the draw, with the turn. Might mean that he drew Abrupt Decay. We'll see. No, he didn't. Yeah, that's weird. I think he should have Field of Ruined there and got us off double white, potentially. Alright, Lingering Souls is not bad. That's a new card, so his one known card in hand is Field of Ruin. We draw Trample, we win. Alright, now I'm gonna drop Slippery Boggle, and I'm gonna cast this. Stops him from Liliana plussing and removing our Griff Spoon. He can't Lily minus us. And now we can just attack on the side. Okay, he's flashing back souls, yeah. Stoneforge Mystic isn't gonna do very much. Not in the time he needs it to. Alright, draw Rancor and win. Excellent. Might as well attack with both. Things to be aware of is they could be like holding up a Blessed Alliance or something. If you didn't know their hand, they are Abzan, they do have white. That is a strong card. But yeah, get there. Played pretty bad game 1. Maybe got a bit lucky in game 3 as well, but game 2 was solid. Solid suppression field with Leyline. Rip the ethereal armor just for damage. Yeah. So I'll stop this one here and I'll just do my normal weekly upload.